places nobody goes. I wanna teach all the things that nobody knows. I wanna grow wings, leave the coop, learn to fly. Bungee jump from the tallest building in Dubai. I wanna fly around town in my UFO. I wanna eat real food, not the GMOs. I wanna make moves, call the shots like the boss. I wanna love like I never lost.
Welcome back to Desertwood Days, and I am here with Mr. Tony Severe. Welcome, Tony.
Good seeing you.
Good seeing you. It's been so long.
Been a while.
You know, the last time I saw you was when we worked together on a film called Extended Stay.
It was a while ago.
That was a long time ago. So I'm happy to have you here on my
Thank you.
couch today. Tony, you're now writing, producing, and directing. Would you say you have a particular genre of films that you produce?
Not necessarily. I don't write comedy. Mostly drama. The last piece I've just finished is a drama.
Okay.
And I've done paranormal and I've done sci-fi. So pretty much those are the genres I stick to.
Okay. What were you doing before you were in the film industry, if you don't mind saying?
I can tell you, I was a psychologist for about 30 years.
Okay.
When I retired, I taught at several of our universities in the evening. I started creative writing even back in high school.
Okay.
And then from that, I kind of transitioned to the film side. And then with retirement, I'm doing film full time.
So do you take some of your professional work into the film industry?
That's a really good question. In particular, on this last film that we just wrapped, The Seed of Consequences, it deals with family in crisis, domestic abuse. It has more of a universal theme if you were to see it, because it deals with the way some of the choices that we make early in life come around with really catastrophic consequences later on. But yes, absolutely, a lot of the family dynamics there, for my work with kids in particular, comes through in the story pretty clearly.
Well, there's it seemed like there's been a lot of work in the film industry around domestic violence. I mean, is that something, I don't know if you would know that there's this campaign or something huge in Arizona that we're focusing on domestic violence right now?
I think part of it is just some of the wider cultural movements that are going on, the Me Too movement, the Black Lives Matter movement. I think there's been a raised consciousness in general about old rules that don't apply anymore, and boundaries that have to be respected, not only for different groups, but women in particular when we talk about domestic abuse. So I think it's just in the mix right now.
Okay, yeah, and that's what I'm seeing a lot of, which is fabulous.
Right.
And you know what? Even in the film industry, sometimes, I mean, we've seen a lot of things going on in the film industry, not in Arizona, but all over.
Yeah.
So it is great that we're touching that in our work. We're really putting it out there. I know in Arizona, we're a small industry, which we're growing, but sometimes things get swept under the carpet until it comes out. So I really applaud you for touching that area, because a lot of people don't want to touch that area. They don't think anyone wants to hear about it. Or
well, one of the approaches I took with it after I had written it, one thing I didn't want to do is make a story that deals with that, and that's the central theme, but it's a much broader thematic through line to the story. But it's based on the context of this family and the problems they've had. One of the things I did not want to do is make it like the type of movie that you would see like on a documentary or something that no one's going to watch.
Sure.
So the movie's really more of a dramatic suspense style.
Okay.
It's just the genesis of the story is this, abusive family situation, and then things continue to spiral out of control.
Okay.
And I won't say any more than that.
Sure.
But it's written really more of like a suspense thriller, and it definitely unfolds that way.
I wanted to ask this. I know that you're on a few different boards in the film industry. Do you see much change coming in the film industry being at that level?
One of the things that would be helpful to your audience is if they know about the Arizona Film Media Coalition. We've just rebranded our name. We're now going to be the Arizona Film and Digital Media Coalition. We've added the digital just because the gaming industry is part of a broader media forum and industry, and it's a huge industry. Everybody knows that.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've rebranded just this past year as the Arizona Film and Digital Media Coalition.
Okay.
I've personally met with all three of my state legislators. Most of our board members have met with their respective legislators. It's still an uphill battle to try and get some incentive here, especially when we
Sure.
see our neighboring states like New Mexico
Right.
and others
right.
grab all the business. But we continue to make that effort. We're going to try some other campaigns this year. I would really encourage all of your viewers, go on Facebook, look for Arizona Film and Media Coalition.
Okay.
We'll be rebranding with a new title soon, but sign up for that so you get our email feeds and so forth.
We'll also put that on our page.
That'd be
as well.
great. I'd
Yeah.
appreciate it.
So, you, what did I want to say? I'm gonna skip past that.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about your new film.
The new film?
Yes.
Okay, The Seed of Consequences. It's one of the things that I'm particularly excited about. When I wrote it, I wanted to increase diversity in filmmaking. And so I cast mostly Hispanic actors for the lead
Okay.
roles. I don't speak Spanish, but we worked through it.
Okay.
So our protagonist is Hispanic, his wife is Hispanic, their son, and so forth. Then the love interest is Anglo. But I really wanted to really get more of the ethnic feel of our valley here. I've lived here for a long time now.
Right.
And we have a rich cultural context here. And I wanted to explore that. So the story takes place in Phoenix.
Okay.
We captioned all the Spanish scenes, so a lot of the scenes are shot in Spanish when there's primarily two Hispanic actors,
Okay.
and it adds some authenticity to it. The other thing I wanted to do for this particular film on the language side is, since I don't speak Spanish, I kind of have an advantage in one sense of listening to our environment here. And the thing that's unique about Arizona and other areas in the Southwest is because of our Hispanic culture, there's kind of a blend of English and Spanish. It's not like
Right.
when you go to Mexico,
Right.
everything's Spanish and that's what you hear.
Right.
Here, they flip from English to Spanish because their kids are in English-speaking schools.
That's true. So you were mentioning the English and the Spanish.
Yeah, we wanted to capture the environment that we experience here in the Valley. And so you'll notice if you were to watch the film, sometimes the parents are speaking in Spanish, but then when they talk to Humberto, their son, they flip into English because
Right.
that's kind of the way we handle language here for those bilingual families. And so we wanted to capture that. And it came across really well.
So you brought a trailer for us
I
to
did.
take a look at today.
Great.
Okay, let's take a look at this trailer.
¿Cuántas veces te he dicho que no te gastes todo el dinero, eh?
Si sabes que tienes una buena mujer, ¿verdad? No creo que quieras arruinar eso.
Antes de que lo deje de amar. Hay gente que no cambia. Afraid to go back home.
Jesus, Ramon, what is the matter with you?
I'll do what I have to get my kid back.
I need work!
I'm in the security business.
That ain't my thing, bro.
Jesus!
Oh, I know this looks a little risky on the surface.
I got a dozen calls tonight. What do you need?
Thought maybe I'd stop by and see how your deal's going.
So where the hell are we taking this guy to anyway, man? Hey, look, I need to stay clean, Nico.
You promised.
You do whatever the hell you have to take care of this shit.
It's a good thing I ran an internal audit again.
Are you sure about this?
Shut up.
Y personas se van a lugares muy oscuros y los tienes que dejar. Tienes que salir a la luz.
We could lose our licenses. Or worse.
Understood?
What the hell happened? How the hell did you find me?
Consider yourself served.
What?
You might not get to see Papa for a while.
just come alone. Because I could.
That carnage inside.
Very nice. Very nice. I can't wait to see more of those. Very nice. So, some of those areas look pretty recognizable here in Arizona.
Say again?
Some of those areas
Oh,
that you
yeah,
did.
yeah, absolutely.
So, where were some of those locations? Were they like South Phoenix area?
Let's see.
West?
The warehouse scenes that we shot is up in Maryville somewhere.
Okay.
Interesting side note: the Spanish speaker there in the office
Mhm.
is a real attorney. He
Oh,
played an attorney. He actually deals with domestic abuse in his practice, so
Okay.
it was a good fit for us. Daniel
Right.
Rodriguez, his law offices are, I think, on 7th Street here in Phoenix.
right.
That was kind of a nice fit.
Right. You know what? Looking back, I don't know if you were just looking at this, the cinematography, the coloring. It reminded me of Extended Stay. Do you think so?
I did all the posts on this film. Matt did most of the posts on the other film. Other than the music, I did the music.
Okay. Okay. That was really nice.
Thanks.
That is very nice. So, what are your plans for this?
We just had the cast crew screening last Sunday at Harkins, so now it's been submitted to some festivals, and then I need to try and get distribution for it.
Okay.
Then I'm also producing a separate soundtrack. Since I wrote all the music, I write the music for all my films.
Oh, okay.
So I'm producing a separate soundtrack for this particular film, kind of as a companion product.
So you write music as
Oh,
well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I
I've
didn't
got
know that.
if you were to watch the film, there's a scene where we have a club singer,
Mhm.
Felicity, who I've worked with for years, and I just finished writing an album for her, so that should be released this month, hopefully.
Wonderful.
Going back to my rock
Okay.
music
Okay, now
days.
we're gonna have to have you back on here playing some music.
All right, we'll do that.
So, are you working on any other projects at this time?
On the writing side, I've got 2 feature scripts I'm tweaking. They're
Okay.
ready to go as soon as I get some financing. On the music side, as I mentioned, I've got the CD I'm producing for Felicity Heron. That should be out this month. I've got to get the soundtrack done for Seed of Consequences.
Oh.
Music's all written for it. I just have to
Uh-huh.
package it. And then I was asked to do a score for an animation project, write the film
Okay.
score for that.
So, for Seed of Consequences, I want to go back to that.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any plans on doing a feature, or are you just going to leave it as a short?
It is a feature.
It is a feature.
2-hour
Okay.
feature.
Oh, okay. Other than distributions, I mean, are there any other areas that you would like to see this film utilized? I mean, in any training programs, or I mean, is there anything else?
No, only because it's really written as a dramatic piece. It's not
Okay.
an educational piece
Oh, okay.
by design.
Okay. That is
It's meant to be in the theaters.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. Well, we can't wait to see more of Seed and Consequences. Where can our audience find you?
They can go to my website, tsevere.com. They can find me on Facebook.
Okay. Mr. Tony Severe.
Mhm.
You know, I also want to mention this. You take your time between films, and you seem like you put a lot of time and thought into them.
Well, this particular film was a little over 3 years of work, and that's pretty much daily
Uh-huh.
work. Pre-production is at least a year. I make sure I know all my locations, that I've got the budget before I greenlight a project.
Right.
Storyboarding takes a couple of months to get it right, so that
It's not it's not a rush job.
No. We make sure when we're ready to cue it up. My DP is with me. We go to all our locations, take test shots, bring those back into the storyboard. So when we're on set, we just need actors. We're ready to film.
Wonderful.
So we shot this in about 20 days plus some pickup shots.
It was such a pleasure to have you here
Thank you,
today
Kathy.
and to see Seed of Consequences.
All right.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks for joining us today on Desertwood Days, and we will catch you next time.